All right, we are recording. So today we are doing home lesson 7. You guys should all be on here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm there, Miss. I've been there.
Perfect. So you have become an expert on 2 conditions. Using the sim, you ran tests and collected data on a model of a person with asthma and then a person with diabetes. You also collected data on a model of a healthy body. So that is what we did on Tuesday, right? So remember how we looked at the videos and then we wrote down the numbers of a healthy body, how much glucose, how much amino acid, how much oxygen they have in their body for a healthy person, and then we looked at asthma and then diabetes. Do you guys remember that?
Miss, it looks blurry.
It looks blurry for me?
Yeah.
My screen?
Not for me.
Oh. Okay.
Is it lesson 7?
Yes, lesson 7. Okay, so if it's blurry for you, go ahead, just go on your own, and I'm just gonna unlock it, and then you can read it on your own, okay?
There. It doesn't look blurry. It doesn't look blurry.
It doesn't look blurry anymore?
No.
Okay, cool. So what we are going to do next is read this. So today you will receive similar data for Elisa. You will work to identify which condition best matches her test result by comparing them to a healthy body and the body with a condition. So we're gonna get Elisa. Remember, Elisa is our sick child who is tired and sleepy all the time. So we are going to be looking at her data, and then we are going to be comparing it so we can know what is wrong with her, right? Does that make sense? See?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So let me... So the next slide that you guys will need to figure out is, what do you predict to see in Elisa's test if she has diabetes? And what about asthma? So on the bottom, let me unlock it for you guys. So remember, if Elisa has diabetes, you predict her test results will, what's the molecule that is affected by diabetes?
Glucose.
Glucose. What happens to the glucose? Will she have less or will she have more glucose in her cell? And then for asthma, perfect. So for asthma, will she have, what molecule affects asthma? What molecule?
Oxygen.
Oxygen. So will she have less or more oxygen in her test results? So you guys are going to answer this?
Did we do both?
Yes, you have to do both.
Okay.
Let me give you guys 3 minutes, okay?
Yeah. I don't know what to put.
Miss, what is the thing called that, like, is the key for the molecules to go inside?
Which one?
I don't know the name of the
Insulin.
Insulin. Perfect. Let me type it down for you. Insulin. Great job, Catherine, bringing up insulin. So,
Which means all you have to put is less and less something, right?
Or you can, if you want to be more specific, you could put in insulin, like she will have less glucose molecules because she doesn't produce enough insulin, right? You can also write that too.
Okay.
And the insulin helps for the molecules to go inside?
So she doesn't have insulin molecule, and then that's why glucose can't get inside her cells, right?
Yeah, I will put have less because Alexa's diabetes, I predict her test results will have less glucose molecules because her body doesn't produce enough insulin.
Perfect. Yesel, you have to write about the glucose molecules for the first one, okay?
I'm done.
Thank you, Maria.
What?
Yesel, for this one, you have to put in glucose molecule, and this one, you have to put in oxygen molecule.
Okay.
Okay. So she'll have less. You guys have one more minute? One more minute. So right now we're just predicting. If she has diabetes, I predict her test results will have less glucose molecules. And if she has asthma, I predict that her test results will have less oxygen molecule, right? You don't have to explain why, but you can just put that. But if you want to explain why, it will help you out in the further cards, in the cards further on. So it's really good to have that concept in your mind because less glucose.
What? Less?
Perfect. Done. I see people who are done. Perfect, perfect. Go ahead and type it. Hi, let's see.
Hi.
All right, time is up. So if you need to, we can always come back to here. So remember, if Elisa has diabetes, I predict her test results will show that she has less glucose in her system, in her cells, glucose molecules in her cells. This one will be if Elisa has asthma, I predict her test results will show me that she has less oxygen in her cells, right? So this is what you need to write over here. So let me move on because we need to move on. All right, so the next slide we have is here. So if Elisa has asthma, we'll see less oxygen being taken in with each breath and fewer oxygen molecules getting into the cell. So this is basically what you guys wrote, right? And then next one is if Elisa has diabetes, we'll see fewer glucose molecules getting into the cell. So this is basically the answer to the first blue card.
Also, it has to be fewer instead of less.
You could be fewer or less. Fewer and less are the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it doesn't, you don't have to write fewer. You could write fewer or less if you want. Alrighty, so let us look at this. So now you and your partner will compare Elisa's test result to your SIM test result. You will discuss the evidence you collected and agreed on a diagnosis. So we are working together. So this is the result of Elisa's. Can someone read how much total glucose molecules is absorbed by the cell?
Could I read?
Yeah, so how many? Just let me know how many glucose molecules.
Okay, let me go to the page.
You could double click on it to make it bigger, okay?
Okay.
Oh, she has something oxygen is a lot.
Total glucose molecules absorbed by cells is 19.
Perfect.
Total amino acid molecules absorbed by cells is 54. Total oxygen molecules absorbed by cells 273, and oxygen molecules taken in per breath 25.
Perfect. So this is Elisa's test result. And then now we have to compare it. Now we have to compare it to what we collected on Thursday. So this is what we collected on Thursday. Can you read it for me? Someone?
Okay.
Okay, go.
Total glucose molecules absorbed by the cells, 55 when we first try it. Then we saw that total amino acid molecules absorbed by the cells was 58. Total oxygen molecules absorbed by the cells was 252. So at least, oxygen molecules taken in per breath was 25.
Alrighty, so for me, I'm like, okay, now we have to compare. This is a healthy person, and we have to look at her data. So what do you guys see that is different?
Her numbers are more lower, but the total oxygen molecules are 273, which is greater. So her oxygen molecules are good.
Her oxygen molecules are good. So Catherine said it is good because it's around the same number, right? It didn't go down that much. It didn't go up that much.
Really good.
But then her total glucose molecules are 19, which is super low because on the first one, which one was the first one? It's 55, which is a
Also
than
her amino acids is 58 and hers is 54.
Perfect. So it's good. So you're saying that total oxygen molecule is good. So Catherine said it's good because it's around the same. It's like 250, 270, no big deal. Yeah. And then Eder says, oh, total amino acid molecules, it's around the same thing too. Both of them are around 50, 54, 58. That is totally fine. And then Catherine's like, oh, her glucose level though, this one, healthy body is 55, but hers is 19. Huh. Oh, and we forgot the bottom. Oxygen molecules taken in per breath.
It's the same thing. It's the 25.
It's the same thing. It's 25, 25. Perfect.
She's healthy only the total glucose.
So the total glucose, what do you notice? So when comparing test results, I noticed, so whatever Catherine just said and whatever Eder just let us know, you're going to type here. What do you guys notice? It's open, so you guys can go back and click on it and write your answers. This one's a little longer because I want you to compare all four and type all four. So I'm going to give you guys 5 minutes to type down what you notice. Remember, you have to compare glucose, amino acid, oxygen, and oxygen molecules taken in per breath. So I am starting the timer. So go ahead and type it.
I'm done.
Jaden, don't forget you need to compare. You need to write her total glucose or her total glucose molecule is way different. Her amino acid molecules is the same. Oxygen molecules is the same. And oxygen molecules taken in is the same. So the only difference is that her total glucose molecule is different. So we know it's her glucose problem. So we're just comparing this is the healthy one and this is Elisa's. If you're done, go ahead and do a stretchy.
We have to compare all four of them?
Yes, we have to compare all four of them.
So how is one person gonna be done already?
Maybe she types fast. We don't know. Maybe she's super.
Wait, miss, how does a healthy body absorbs of glucose?
A healthy body absorbs glucose into their cells because they have insulin. So remember, insulin is a key to the
Oh
cell.
yeah, but how many?
How many? 55. Healthy body absorbs 55.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm done.
You're done. Perfect. Do a stretchy. We have 2 more minutes for our friends. Do a stretchy. Do a stretchy. You have, let's see, 30 seconds. You have 30 seconds.
Miss, I didn't put them as, I just put that she's getting what she needs. 2 of them.
Okay. All right, timer is stopping. Are you guys ready to move on?
Yeah.
Okie
I'm
dokie.
not done.
You're not done yet? How many more minutes do you need?
Probably like 1.
1 minute? Oh, Maria.
Oh, Lord.
Alrighty. Let me, I could close it too. Oh, that. What does that do? Oh! Oh! Okay. Let me give you 1 more minute. 1 more
That's
minute.
it. I'm already done.
Huh?
I'm already done.
Okay. Does anyone else need more time? Let me know in the chat. No? No one else needs more time? Okie dokie. Alrighty, so your next one is, what do you think, this is one word, what do you think Elisa has? So Elisa is feeling tired because she has, we learned about 2 things. Does she have asthma or does she have diabetes? You don't have to write why. You just need to write, what do you think she has? Diabetes or asthma?
But if you want, you can type Y, right?
Miss, glucose is affecting diabetes?
Yes. So you don't have to, Eder, you don't have to write Y because in the next slide, you're gonna write Y right here.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So go ahead and type here, this card, Elisa is feeling tired because you just have to write diabetes or asthma. You don't have to explain why because we're going to go more in depth. We're going to go more in depth in the next few slides.
But if you want, you can type it. You just go to copy and paste it.
Yes, if you want, you can copy and paste. But I'm only giving you guys 1 minute for this one. 1 minute.
You should give it like 20 seconds.
1 minute. 1 minute. Thank you, Mr. Myron. Don't forget to do your work.
The asthma affects the respiratory system.
Yes, it does. Great job.
And
I didn't tell you guys that.
Glucose and cells.
Mm-hmm. No, we don't have to put why. All we're putting is diabetes or asthma in the blank. And then next cards, we're going to go more in depth. So you don't have to, this one, diabetes or asthma, choose one. All right, time is up. All righty. That was a good question. Let's see. Alrighty, so the next one, we're just going to go over we're going to find our proof. So remember, we always need proof, because if I tell you the sky is red, you might be like, well, where's your proof, miss, right? So we always need proof, and we are going to be talking about, part one, we're going to be talking about oxygen. So let me unlock it. So on the bottom, it says, Elisa feels tired because she has a condition that affects whether the right molecules are getting to her cells. If her body were functioning correctly, this is what would happen to the oxygen. So if her body, in a healthy body, what would happen to the oxygen? So right here, we have to write that the oxygen, we breathe in oxygen, and then it goes in our respiratory system, and then it goes into our cells, right? So let me type in keywords. If we had a healthy body, so we're just talking about healthy body right now. If we breathe in oxygen, we know oxygen gets to our cell. We breathe in oxygen, and it goes into our respiratory system. It goes into our respiratory system, and then it goes into our cells.
No, man. After the respiratory system, it goes to the circulatory system, and then the circulatory delivers the oxygen to the cells.
Great job, circulatory system. So, Edward, can you replace that on again? Or can you say that again?
We breathe on oxygen, and then what we breathe in, it goes to the respiratory system, and it goes to our circulatory system, which delivers into the cells the oxygen.
Perfect. So we breathe it in. There you go. So you have to use these four in our sentence. So you can type it in here. Great job, Eder. I was like, what? So we breathe in oxygen, and then the oxygen goes into our respiratory system, and then it goes into our circulatory system that delivers it to our cells. So let me give you guys a few minutes to think about that.
Miss, I don't get it.
What do you not get?
Where we're supposed to do Elisa feels tired because she has a condition.
Mm-hmm. So right here, what we're going to write is what happens to an oxygen molecule in a normal body. So we breathe in oxygen, and then what happens? What happens after we breathe in oxygen? Where does it go?
It goes to our respiratory system.
And then after the respiratory system, where does it go? Look at the chat. It goes to our circulatory system, right? It goes to our circulatory system that delivers oxygen to our cells. Yeah. So you're going to write that here where the lines are.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Oh, okay.
Yasel, does that answer your question too?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So let me this takes a little longer, so I forgot to set my timer. So you guys have 3 minutes now. 3 minutos. All right, if you're done, totally fine. If you're done, totally fine. And if you're writing it on paper, that is totally fine as well. Great job, Maria. Alrighty, I'm still helping my friends get into Zoom class.
Vas a contar nomás al cielo. 1,
2, 3, 4.
Alrighty, 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left.
I'm done.
You're done? No problem. Just wait. Do a little stretchy again. Stretch, 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 stretch.
¿cuántos hielos hay?
Means we have like a little bit of students here.
I know. That's why I'm recording it for you guys, remember?
I think we are gonna have time. We have 46 minutes.
Yeah, we have 40 something minutes. I feel like we'll be done. We're almost done.
46 minutes and 13 seconds.
You have a countdown. Yeah, we're almost done. Look at this. This is all me talking, and then this is you guys just explaining what happened. Yeah, we're almost. Look at this. This is all me talking, and then this is
Yes, because we are experts.
perfect. I know you guys are so on it, which is great.
Miss Jimenez calls me a CEO.
CEO?
Yeah.
What? I want to be a CEO. Can I be a CEO? Teach me.
Which means none of the food has oxygen, right?
Well, when we eat, remember when we like, it gives us oxygen, but the food doesn't.
Oh, so the food doesn't, but when we eat, it does.
When we eat, like,
Yeah.
you have to take a breath to eat, right? You can't just like stuff it in your face, right?
No.
Yeah, so
Because then you're gonna have like oxygen.
So every time we eat, including means every time.
Oxygen in order to. Miss, but then how come some people when they like inhale air with their mouth, they go like, and then they swallow the air, burp comes out.
I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe it's like too much air in your stomach, so the burp comes out, right?
This also when these not just when we eat, also when we talk. When we talk, the air comes in our mouth.
Yeah, when we talk, we like have to take a breath, otherwise all our air is gonna come out, right? So if I keep talking like this, then I'm not breathing any air, and if I don't breathe in any air, then I can't really survive. But now I can, because I just took a deep breath, right? So that's how air gets into our system. Makes sense?
And also when you breathe it off, you have to come down.
Yeah.
When I was a Yeah,
Miss,
because
you know
remember when I told you
they
something,
say
my mom, what happened on Saturday?
Mhm. Hello?
Miss, you know when someone like goes underwater, like in the pool, and they hold their breath, their heart is still beating, but really slow.
Mhm.
And
That
I
makes sense.
thought my heart wasn't beating.
Yeah, so if you're underwater, then your heart is beating slower, right? Is that what I'm hearing? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So now we have to do glucose. So in a normal body, when we are eating food, we get glucose and starch, right? So in a normal body, when we eat food, the glucose, the starch comes into our body, right? So the starch comes into your body and then it is broken down by our stomach. It's broken down by our stomach and it changes into glucose. And then it enters our circulatory system, which delivers the glucose with the help of insulin. With the help of insulin, it delivers it into our cells. Does that make sense? Does anyone have any questions?
So we're gonna put what is gonna happen if our like digestive system works with. So we're gonna write right there that when our body functions relaxedly, what happens to the starch?
Yes. So this is a healthy body. We're still talking about healthy body right now. So in a healthy body, this is what would happen with starch and glucose. When we eat it, it is starch still. Remember the 3 hexagon connected together? When we eat it, it's that 3. And then our stomach breaks it down, the 3, into 3 separate pieces of glucose. And then it goes into our circulatory system, which delivers it to our cells with the help of insulin. That's in a healthy body, right?
Also, that happens to the protein too.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to unlock it for you guys.
Miss, I didn't know that fiber was good for us.
Fiber is good for you. It helps you do number 2.
Yeah, because in period 1, I'm with Mr. Vasquez, and we learned about their stomach and that everything that we eat is healthy and what's not healthy.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty, go ahead and type it in. So I typed in all the keywords in here. Starch, broken down, glucose, circulatory system, insulin, cell. So those are the words I am looking for in your answer. It's okay, Yusel. Go ahead and type it.
So we had to put something about starching.
I'm sorry?
So we have to put
Miss, how do you spell digestive
something
system?
about starching glucose.
It's just glucose right now. Respiratory.
How do you spell the digestive?
Oh, digest. Maria, if that's you, can you type, Yusela Maria, can you type your question in the chat? You're breaking up. Sorry.
I'm not talking.
Okay, so it's Yusel.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Maria. Oh, I forgot to set a timer. Again. All right, I'll give you guys 4 minutes. How about that? This has 6 vocabulary words.
I'm done.
Okay, you type fast.
Yes, I do. Can I go into the restroom?
Yeah, of course. If you're done typing, you are free to do that.
Thank you.
No problem. Okie dokie. I hope more friends are coming. You guys have, let me give you guys have, opened up the wrong one. You guys have 2 minutes left. Don't forget to use the keywords in the chat. I put the keywords on top. You're done? Perfect. I see Maria's done.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
In these ones, we have to type a lot.
Yeah. This will help you. This will help you in lesson 8.
What do you do for Christmas?
What we can discuss that after we finish, okay, Catherine? I don't want to distract our friends. You used all the keywords. Perfect. So this is going to help you in your next lesson 8. Lesson 8, we're just going to copy and paste all these and put it into a paragraph. So if you finish this right now, then you will be in good shape for lesson 8. And then everyone who copied and pasted already, we get to do Among Us. So remember.
Miss, what if there's only 3 people finished and then I'm done too?
Oh, I have to refresh it. Hold on.
The search is the triangles, right?
Huh?
The starch are the triangles, right?
Starch is, no. Starch is the 3 hexagons connected together.
Okay, so which one is starch? Oh, okay.
The 3 triangles are the protein.
I thought triangles were the
Let's see. Let's see. Can you edit your answer? Let's see. You need to make sure you're writing the key vocabulary words. Thank you. It's on top, so just write down how it goes. First, it goes to our digestive system. We eat it. It's starch. Our digestive system breaks it down into starch or into glucose. And then when it is in glucose, it goes to our circulatory system. And then with the help of insulin, it goes into our cells.
Did you know our whole body is the digestive system?
Our whole body is the digestive system? I did not know that.
Well, there's 10 organs. It's that is the digestive system.
Oh.
I'm really glad I learned that in PE.
I know. I didn't even know that. Hold on.
I only got 2 answers wrong.
Digestive system. And then, oh, hold on. Sorry, I'm typing the key vocabulary words again. So starch.
Miss, why you don't grade them anymore?
I grade them after. Starch digestive system breaks down glucose circulatory system
Cell.
insulin and cell. So you have to use these vocabulary words.
Mrs. that pink one like only Spanish?
Huh?
Is the pink one only Spanish?
Yes. So those are for my
That's the one next to it.
my fourth and fifth period only speak Spanish, or some of them only speak Spanish.
What are we doing?
We're still doing the glucose. Did you finish the starch and glucose one?
Yeah, I finished oxygen and the glucose one.
Okay, perfect. You're in the right place then. I am going to move on. So in part 2, so this is part 1. Remember how in microbiome we wrote a bunch of things and then we just copy and pasted onto a sheet, and then we were done with our one lesson? So that's the same thing we're going to do here. So right now we are just writing our evidence, and then we're going to copy and paste this into a paragraph, and then you guys will be done with your writing. So amazing job.
Then after we play Among Us?
No, we're going to do that on next week. So we're already done. I just need to remind you guys about our key concepts over here, and then we are done. So we are going to, in part 2, this is next week, you will identify which claim is supported by the evidence. We already wrote our evidence. And then you're going to write an argument about why Elisa does or does not have the conditions you investigated. So we're going to go through like, oh, does she have diabetes? Does she have anemia? Does she have injury to pancreas? Does she have asthma? We're going to go through that next week. And then you're going to use your arguments. You're going to use your evidence, which is what we wrote here, right here. We wrote about oxygen and glucose. You're going to use this as your evidence. Oh, I think she has asthma because blah, 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 blah. So we're going to do that next week. So I'm just going to tell you guys about that.
Miss, so we're done typing.
We're done typing, yes. Woo! All right, so it says, before we write next week, we're going to review our key concepts. So my key concepts are here. Usually in a class, it would be in front of the board, but it's just right here, and it's going to be on these. So I'm unlocking them right now. Oh, actually, we're not done. Sorry. We have one more.
I thought we were done. I was super happy.
I'm sorry, we have one more. So let me go through this really quick. So today, we know that, or this is what we have been learning about. We know that a functioning human body has molecules from food like glucose, amino acid, and molecules from the air like oxygen in its cell. So we need those 3 things in order to be healthy and functioning. I'm gonna go as fast as I can. So these are our chapter 2. In chapter 2, it's cells can only use molecules that are small enough to enter a cell. And then we have focused on the number 6. A problem with the body system can result in fewer oxygen, glucose, amino acid from getting into the body cell. So we know that if we have, there can be a problem like a medical condition, like asthma, like diabetes, that can cause fewer or less oxygen, glucose, or amino acid in our body. So this is in Spanish. Oops, my bad, my beat. So our vocabulary words are here. We learned about metabolism, we learned amino acid, molecule, glucose, oxygen, digestive, respiratory, circulatory system. I heard you guys use these vocabulary words, so I'm really proud of you guys. So when you guys are answering me, I love hearing you guys like, oh, so it went to the digestive system, or like Eder corrected me, Miss Sue, it goes to the respiratory system and then circulatory system. So I'm really proud that you guys are using those vocabulary words. All right. Alrighty. So the next one, sorry, you guys are going to explain. Elisa,
have-
what does Elisa have?
We have 2 more to complete.
We have one more. The next one is in
Oh.
Spanish, remember?
Oh, okay.
So let me edit this for you. Elisa has, sorry, hold on, don't type anything yet. Elisa has blank because why? So the body, the bottom right here. Hiya, Stephanie. Go ahead and join us on lesson 7. So the bottom right here is just an example of what you should put here. So Elisa has, let's say Elisa has asthma because we saw that her data shows less oxygen than in a healthy body. So this part, Eder, remember how you were like, oh, can we explain it? This is where you explain it. So you're gonna go.
What she has?
Yes, what she has. So back here, let me keep scrolling. Back here, Elisa is feeling tired all the time because she has asthma, or other people wrote diabetes. So there in the last card, you're going to type it again. So Catherine says, Elisa is feeling tired because she has diabetes. The last card is where you're going to explain. Because in a healthy body, we saw that you're supposed to have around 55 total glucose absorbed by body. But in Elisa's, we saw that she has only 19 absorbed by the cells, 19 glucose molecules.
Miss, but this is Miss Eliza has the word conditions, and that doesn't make sense.
Has, oh, sorry, let me edit that. So you could delete the condition. You could just write she has diabetes, she has asthma, whichever one you think she has. You just need to use the data because you're gonna write because we saw that in a healthy body, you have 55 total glucose molecules absorbed by cell, and Elisa's, we see that her body is only absorbing 19 glucose molecules. That's why I think she has bleh. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so go ahead and, did I open it for you guys?
Yes, you did for me.
Okay, perfect. So remember, this one you're gonna go into super detail. You're gonna go into super detail. So we're gonna do like 6 minutes.
Oh,
Miss, if we're explaining what we know she has, then what are we gonna do next week?
We're just gonna copy and paste it and put it into a paragraph form. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna put it into paragraph form, and then that's your final paper that I'm going to grade. I'm gonna grade this too. But you just get 2 grades for doing one of them. Let me stop recording right now.